Welcome to my tarot card reading for May 2016, and this is Manu Tarot. Welcome to my tarot card reading. Let's start immediately with the opening, reminding you that this is a general reading for social, political, and economic or financial events around the world. Okay, we have here Oshumare, Karma, and the Sun. And right under it, we have the Judgment card with Scorpio, Fire, Pluto, Leo. And we have the Eight of Pentacles, Mercury, Virgo. The opening, the three first cards. I can summarize this, but the best word is reaping what you sow. This is about reckoning. This is about cause and effect. We're going to start seeing the results of past legislation, of past measures that have been taken, be it financial, economic measures that have been taken, and we are going. This month is all about. It's a harvest, technically speaking. We're going to start seeing the results of whatever legislation has been passed, whatever measure, monetary policies, fiscal policies, anything that has been passed, we're going to start seeing the results during this month. That's what this all about. This month of May is all about that. So let's start on the economic financial environment. What we're going to start seeing, the main topic is manipulation, is about intervention, is about rigged system. Okay, so we're going to start seeing that the market, the volatility index, whatever it is, currency index, forex exchange, whatever it is, but I'm talking about the markets. We're going to start seeing manipulation of the markets, intervention of the markets. Rig is the right word. And at the same time, we are going to start seeing that quantitative easing, again, more of that, more QE. We're going to start seeing that. We're going to start seeing more fiscal and monetary policies that are going to be enacted by many countries. Tariffs, we're going to start also seeing changes in that aspect. Okay, there's going to be control and manipulation on that aspect, on that area, on that arena of the financial aspect. Okay, there's going to be investigation that might affect the markets. Okay, now politically speaking, we're talking about blackmailing. There's another word I totally forgot that is very similar to blackmailing. Bribery, bribes, and so it's about blackmailing. Politically speaking, we're going to be seeing a lot of blackmailing and bribes. Okay, that's going to be a topic also during this month of May. We're going to start seeing the emergence of governments that are totalitarian, despotic, tyrannic, tyrant governments. We're going to start seeing the establishment of committees or committees, I think is the best word in English, that have a purpose, that is to control something. For example, it could be a state, a province that is going to a um, financial problem, and a committee is assigned to supervise the finances and make changes to control the finances of the state, the province, the region, the town, whatever it is. But we are going to see that happening as well. Okay? And here is very significant because I have to mention Puerto Rico, which is the best example. They are talking about assigning a committee that is going to intervene in the finances and practically the politic of Puerto Rico. And it's a little bit controversial because it has a lot of ramifications that I'm not going to discuss. But this is what I'm talking about. This is Pluto controlling. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what the tarot cards are talking about. Socially speaking, we're going to start seeing cuts on services, community services, social services. We're going to start seeing that. That could be hospital, medical services. We're going to be seeing that on the entertainment aspect, garbage collection, all this kind of stuff. We're going to start seeing that they're going to be cuts in the social aspect. Okay, so that's all I have for a general introduction for this month. Remember that this is all about harvesting, and this is about also protectionism, as we're going to start seeing in the next reading that I'm going to do, where I'm going to explain the month week by week. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, we have the rest of the reading here. We have the month by weeks. Remember that my weeks are 8 days. I have a very interesting mixture, and the first week also includes the day before of May 1st. Okay, keep that in mind. That's for me. I noticed that's how it works. And the first week of May is characterized by protectionism. It's about saving, but at the same time it feels like there's a lot of fear involved here. So there's going to be a lot of saving and a lot of protectionism, the desire to protect yourself, ourselves, our country, the economy, whatever it is that we want to protect, but it's solely based on fear and fear. Okay, that's technically the main topic for the first week of May. By the second week of May, what we're going to start seeing is that I'm going to use one expression that I think is the best one that transmits the meaning of the tarot card, and it is the following: the Titanic sinks. It's going to be evident by this week that many economies are going to start sinking. We could be talking about Japan, China, Puerto Rico, and we could be very surprised that other countries that they seem to be okay, they're going to do bad. So be prepared. We're going to start seeing during this week that the markets are going to shake. There's going to be a volatility index that is very high. Expect that. Okay, that's what we're going to start seeing during this second week of May. By the third week of May, we had the Two of Swords. And again, protectionism. But this protectionism is counterproductive. Okay? We are protecting ourselves against an invisible boogeyman, if we can call it like that. This protectionism is different from the first one. The first one was based on fear. This one, we are already reacting and enacting measurements, policies that are going to be counterproductive, which means that the protectionism enacted or performed is going to affect the economy of X, Y, and Z, or is going to affect the society. Okay, that's more or less what I have for you for the third week. For the fourth week, again, is some sort of protectionism, but this one is a little bit more subtle protectionism, and it's going to be more on the offensive side. It's not defensive, it's offensive. So we have to pay attention what is that the governments are going to be doing that is going to be more offensive instead of defensive mode, like I like to call it. Okay, so we have to pay attention to all this stuff because that's what we're going to start seeing. When we put together horizontal, vertical lines, we get a little bit of information here. We have here we have here the Two of Swords, the Four of Coins or Pentacles, and they are emphasizing protectionism that is based on fear, and the action, the consequence of enacting this is going to affect other nations and even the same country. It's going to be very counterproductive. Horizontally, the same thing. We're going to start seeing the economy or economies that are going to start sinking. And then governments are going to enact measures that are going to be a little bit more on the offensive mode. Okay? That's what we're going to start seeing. When we put this together, horizontal, vertical line, we're going to start seeing what I call the existential vortex. The existential vortex is the Strength and the Queen of Pentacles. So in other words, don't expect the economy to perform really good during this month. It's going to be very, very bearish. It's going to be kind of a bearish market. The tendency is going to be bearish. And we're talking about here of a possible recession. I already mentioned that on my April reading, and I'm again repeating myself again. The tarot cards they keep talking about a recession. A recession is brewing, and this recession is going to have connotations of a depression. So we might see a very interesting market, let's call it like that, during this month. Okay, that's mainly what I have for the month. Let's pay attention to the rest of the reading, the last portion of the reading, to see what else we can expect. Okay, we have here the rest of the reading. Before I start, I want to point towards these two cards. We have the Two of Swords and the Justice. And before I mentioned about bribery, I think that's the right word, blackmailing, and we're going to start seeing that, and you're going to see that there is the Hermit here also, and there's Mercury. The Tarot of Mercury is also someplace in the reading, especially in the first 7 minutes that I talk. The Tarot card of Mercury is there, and there is something ready with investigation that might bring into the light. It will bring into the surface information that might change things, that will damage that will affect, that will, whatever adjective you want to use, someone or something or a country, whatever it is. And what we have here is that there's going to be bribery, there's going to be blackmailing, trying to prevent that information to emerge, or trying to manipulate, like I said, things around to prevent that from emerging and coming out to the public light. Okay, that's what we have here. Then the trilogy is composed by the Nine of Staff, the Hermit, and the Temperance. And we're going to start seeing here is that governments or banks or whatever it is, but the main topic is investigation that is going to look closely into something that is stagnant, that is not moving well, that is stuck. Okay, they're going to take measures. That's what the tarot cards here are talking about. So in other words, the economy during this month, you are going to see that is going to be bearish. The economy is going to sink, is going to get stagnant. We might see stagflation, and leaders are going to gather in order to find ways to solve this problem. Okay, and that's technically what I have for you for the whole month of May. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope that is clear, and till the next one.